In this video, I am going to show you how you can make a traditional German sauerkraut, which is the way that most Germans actually eat sauerkraut. And if you're not a big fan of sauerkraut because you don't like the sour taste, you're probably going to love this one because it won't taste so sour, and I'll show you how and why. And towards the end of the video, I'm going to show you how you would traditionally serve this sauerkraut. And if you're new here, my name is Anja. I love sharing our heritage homemaking journey made simple. And then I also love to cultivate my heritage, which is German, and share a lot of traditional German recipes just like this one. Over here, I have already boiling some potatoes. What's a German dish without potatoes, right? So that's already going on. And now I'm going to show you how to make this recipe. You can, and I do have a video which I'm linking here and in the description box below this video, in which I'm showing you how to make your own sauerkraut. And that is a really good probiotic, rich, healthy food. However, for this recipe, I am choosing to use I can't talk today, to use jarred canned sauerkraut, because since we are cooking it, I feel like I don't want to use something that I would much rather eat raw, because I do enjoy it raw, but this one has already been pasteurized. And it is an organic one that I found at Sprouts Market, but you can probably find them pretty easily. And the first thing we will do is we will drain the sauerkraut from the sauerkraut juice. If you actually like the juice, you can drink it. So that's why I am going to strain it and keep the juice. You can already see how much I am saving this, but let this drain some more. And whenever I'm sharing German recipes, I feel it's particularly fun to wear a traditional German blouse. However, I have to say that this is a little bit more Southern German, maybe Bavarian, than Northern Germany. So I will put on my apron because there might be some splattering and I don't want that to get on my blouse. Over here I have some bacon that's already cut, and I will fry that up in a cast iron skillet. I will be linking the recipe in the description box below this video, so you don't have to take any notes. While the bacon is frying and rendering the fat, I am cutting up one big onion. If you have two small ones, that's also fine. And yes, I'm a little teary-eyed from the onion. Now next, while the bacon is still frying and rendering, I am going to cut up an apple into small slices. First, I'm going to peel it and then quarter it in really small dice. Removing the bacon, and I'm trying to leave as much of the fat in my skillet. Now there's not a whole lot of fat in here, and I want about a good tablespoon, so I'm adding some lard that I still have in my refrigerator and add that to the skillet. And then I'm adding the onions to the hot grease. And saute them just until they're a little bit translucent. Then I add the apple pieces. So when that's looking pretty good and just a little bit caramelized, because we want the sweet flavors to balance the sour flavors of the sauerkraut, I am adding the sauerkraut. To that I'm adding some maple syrup. Broth or bouillon or stock. And completely optional, I like to add caraway seeds and juniper berries. If you don't care for those, you have two options. You can either leave them out entirely or put them in a little tea bag, or one of those little tea strainers, stainless steel strainers, and just hang them in there so you get the flavors without having the seeds in there. I can just pick them out, but I also really like the flavors, and they help balance the heaviness of the cabbage and make it easier to digest. Now we'll put a lid on and let that simmer for up to 45 minutes, kind of depending. You want to watch it a little bit. Essentially, you want all the liquid to be absorbed and no runny liquid at the bottom of the pan. So let's look at the sauerkraut. Let's see how it's doing. Over here, this is exactly how I like it. It is moist without being soggy. And at that point, it is done, and I am adding the bacon to it. And here's a really easy way and delicious way to serve it. I have some German bratwurst that I get at Trader Joe's because I feel like it's pretty good quality, but you can just use any type of sausage, and then my boiled potatoes. And I'm simply adding the sauerkraut to this plate here. And there you have it. That is your sauerkraut with bacon. If you don't like that so much, or if you're looking for more German recipes, really authentic traditional recipes, I have an entire playlist up here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. And my dog is drinking water while I'm ending this video.